Guys, and welcome back. My name is DFree, and for today's video we are doing a deep dive into the Red Eyes deck and the archetype that was instated with the Red Eyes release. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we're gonna play some matches as well. The first thing I'll say is I hadn't played any of the deck or played any PvP in like a week actually, since the deck came out, and I did like 4 matches in another video. It's kind of a long video. If you want to see it, I'll leave it down below in the description because you probably didn't see it because it's going to be on a separate channel, which I may move my cross duel content there so it's easier for you guys to find. But nonetheless, though, okay, so I have a lot of thoughts on the Red Eyes deck. So first and foremost, I want to show the card catalog because if you're gonna want to run the Red Eyes deck, you are going to need a lot of things. So I don't really think this is a deck for starters people should be really striving to get right now, unless you're going to go all in on this banner and pretty much whale out or get extremely lucky. There's a lot of SRs and just a lot of cards you need from this banner to even effectively run this. So you need Red Eyes, obviously. And obviously you want to have Red Eyes with at least 1 dupe, ideally 2, but one dupe is fine. Honestly, Red Eyes is okay without a dupe, for the record, but you want to drop these 2 ignites alongside his master skill. But again, just the master skill is fine, but for peak Red Eyes you want to have these 2, and then obviously eventually have this as well, because the idea is for Red Eyes with his deck. Here's the deal: you wind up stalling and playing defensively for most of the game while you wait for burning. Now that has its positives and it has its negatives. The negatives are, first and foremost, it's going to be really hard to get first place, and the reason why is because the placing is based on LP, and if anybody else gets a direct hit, you're probably just focusing on burning down 1 player to force the game to end sooner. If anybody else gets a direct hit, you're automatically coming in second, right? And that's probably going to be your peak placing in most matches because you have to kind of play defensively. Now, in my other video that I left down below in the description, I went half in with defense, half in with offense, try to do things like that, and you'll see not only my misplays, but you'll see me kind of come to different decisions and come to the realization that with Red Eyes you have to play certain ways, you got to play certain cards, you got to do certain things. So long story short, like I said, I don't think this is a deck people should be striving for. It's not that it's bad, it's just the type of deck that is better in like certain formats that we just don't have in this game. Like if they were to drop like a 1v1 or something like that, this is a really good deck for that. But like PvP is way too unpredictable, and dropping the blaze and the burn and the slowdown and all that stuff is amazing, but you got to make sure you do it at the right time. You don't want that monster to get tributed. You got to make sure you put it in the right lane so you have control of whether or not that monster even gets destroyed, because what if you put it on another lane, an opponent can target that monster and make their way down and wind up beating that monster. You have to really strategize really well with Red Eyes. There are a lot of things that kind of go into it. So like I said, you need Red Eyes. Next, if you want to run this deck effectively, you need Baby Dragon and Time Wizard, in my opinion. You can do without Rocket Warrior. Rocket Warrior, he drops 2 blazes whenever he's defeated. He's got a detonate, basically. He drops 2 blazes. Now, blazes is, again, the effect that makes them take damage. You have to send... The only thing I don't like about this is... You could try to burn down multiple people, but I don't want to send monsters into the monster that's going to be slowed down and burned from Red Eyes. Like, I don't want to do that, so I don't want him to just destroy those monsters or take any of their stats off by battling them. I don't want that to happen. Baby Dragon is really good because a lot of the rare cards are cards like Gearfried or Alligator Sword or V Tiger Jet. These are cards you would like to use in the deck too, but they only have Ignite. Now Ignite is okay, but there's also issues with Ignite in terms of lack of versatility, because you need to play the monster on the exact same lane as the monster you want to put this on. And again, ideally you're going after 1 player, and you can't like drop Ignite on a separate lane like you can with the master or a special skill from Red Eyes. However, speaking of special skills, Baby Dragon has the special skill similar to Red Eyes. It's not anywhere near as good, but he can drop this on any monster on the board. Crazy, because what happens is if you start trying to stack those ignites on one opponent, you can't do that. You can't, because you're going to either be sending them down that lane in attack position, making them battle the monster you're trying to control, and again, if that monster gets tributed, you're just kind of screwed anyway. Like, but if you're going to make them go down the lane in attack position, or you're going to play one in defense mode, you can't play another monster in that spot, obviously, because your monsters are going to stay in that zone, and they're not going to make their way down the lane if they're in defense mode permanently, right? So it's really interesting. So the versatility of just saying you can choose whoever is really powerful. Now, Time Wizard, he actually makes them go immobile. So Immobile is crazy with the Red Eyes deck because it makes it to where they're stuck, right? This is particularly powerful against Z Metal tank decks. Like in that video that I left down below, I came across a Z Metal tank player and I dropped it on the Z Metal tank, and it was moving at half speed because Red Eyes does that. And if you have this card, if you have other cards that inflict slowdown or Immobile, they're stuck, right? They're not going to tribute their Z Metal tank because he's most likely their only tribute. Maybe they have Blue Eyes, but he's their ace, right? This is why I say you got to be careful about when you play it. You want to play it after they play like their Blue Eyes or whatever, right? You don't want them to just immediately tribute off the effects that you drop, so you don't want to play Red Eyes too early. But that also leads into the question, if you're not going to play Red Eyes early, how many turns are you actually even going to get the burns off, right? So again, it's kind of weird, but this is a really powerful card you want to have. I did it without him, but obviously, but you know, there's that. This card I just got, I didn't even test this out, but again, same type of deal. It has Ignite, same with the V Tiger Jet. Now what you want to have other than that, again, those R's are pretty solid, like Gearfried and the new R's on the banner. You can run them, drop Ignite, but there are a few spells you also want to consider having. First and foremost, Poisonous Wind. Any card like this that targets a lane and makes monsters lose attack and or speed is incredible. This is a top tier card to put in this deck. It fits too well with Red Eyes. You have to have this card, okay? Speaking of have to have this card and fits too well with Red Eyes, the new spell card. Again, select a lane. All monsters in that lane gain Blaze and lose attack. The losing of attack is kind of just a defensive measure, but the Blaze, all monsters in that lane, really helps you target one player specifically. But even then, you can, just like Baby Dragon, put it on any lane you want. Very, very versatile. You definitely, again, I don't have this card, but you would like to have it. And there are other spells like Flute of Summoning Karibo that are just generally good tech cards you would like to have. Stray Lamb's a very good card you would like to have. The last card you really, really want to have in this deck, well, Floodgate is also incredible. Don't have it. The funny thing is I have these Red Eyes copies because I was summoning for Stray Lambs and Trap Hole here. But you really want to have this Red Eyes SR. It, again, meshes too well with Red Eyes. It gives a slowdown stack, which again turns to Immobile when 2 of those are on, and 2 Blazes. That's a lot. So ultimately, you start dropping a lot of Blazes and Ignites, but it's kind of hard to really do that. Like I said, it's very techy. You have to play a certain way. You have to, every match is different. There's no certain time you can do it. Every deck will be in certain positions. And if your versus unpredictable or not so great players and things like that, it's really hard to tell when the effective time is to drop the Red Eyes effect, right? So let's just see my deck. I'm probably going to wind up editing it because I need to make some changes to it before we get in, but this is the deck I was using for my matches, right? So if I were to change it up, I'm gonna probably drop Shadow Spell. Shadow Spell is okay because any card that does a lane like Wall of Disruption, very, very good in this deck, or cards that do a specific spot, or monsters that do Immobile, all really good in this deck. So I'm gonna kind of make some changes here and make some of those adjustments and put them in the deck. But Blue Eyes was a secondary option. He's nowhere near as good without his master skill, but he wanted to becoming like a beat stick. So let's make some adjustments here and we'll be right back in just a second. Also, this Chivalry card, I think it's a new card as well. This card cost me a game in one match. Definitely be on the lookout for this. I don't think you need to put this in your deck for Red Eyes players, but like because I don't really know how many Red Eyes players you'll see. I don't think Red Eyes is as good as the actual like top tier decks in this game. It has good strategy, good utility, but I think that it's too iffy and too situational, and it depends on opponents too much, like I've been saying for the last 10 minutes. But this card really screwed me because it gives them immunities to all these things. Very powerful. All right, so here we go, and this is the new version of this. Huge shout out to Monkey GC for providing his deck list, and that also gave me inspiration for mine. So here's the deal. You don't have to copy mine as is. You don't have to do that. That's not really the point. Just put what works for you, okay? I really do wish I had some of those spells that I pointed out, because those spells really, really would pop this deck, or the Floodgate Trap Hole, things like that. So what I did here was I added in just basically defensive stall cards, and that's pretty much it. Exodia's, again, you don't have to copy him. He doesn't have to be here. Exodia is good for the Guardian effect. He is allowed to eat a hit basically directly. He's an extra monster, so and he takes a separate zone. That's very nice for me. Very, very helpful. I added in Immobile cards, and that's pretty much the only other changes. And I added in some LP gaining cards like Enchanted Hovelin. The reason why is because I talked about earlier how you can't really very often go for direct hits It's not going to be a thing. You're going to be stalling. You're going to be defending. You could also drop Blue Eyes from this deck as well, just to lean further into that. But you're going to be stalling and defending. This is part of the reason why Flute of Summoning Karibo is also really very good in this deck. And it's hard to get. It's hard to get first place. It's hard to even get second place, to be honest, if you don't get LP gains. So that's the only reason that's in here. All right, let's go ahead and play some games.
It's the main phase of the first turn.
All right, so here we go. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that there's no point in playing Red Eyes, obviously, turn 1, as you would imagine. The downside is there's not really much point in playing anything I have turn 1, because I'm not going to be able to make it to the center. That's another thing. If you don't have stronger attack monsters like Vorse Raider or super speed monsters like the other parts, you know, I have 2 parts in my hand, you know, the other one's the Wide Dragon, blah, blah, blah. You're pretty much always going to be conceding the center card with this deck because it's just defense, it's just stall. I'm not playing anything here. There's no point. There's no point. I need to see what other people play first. Wow, really? Only one player is making his way down the lane? I would have played some. This is what I said when I said, this is what I meant when I said people are unpredictable. For one player is making his way down, and it's a freaking hedgehog. Are you serious? One of these cards has, somebody's going to activate a spell or something. He can't get this card that easily. I've never seen somebody get the center card that easily. Wow, are you serious? I have never in my life, and it doesn't even have a skill. I have never seen somebody get that center card that easily. Wow, that is such garbage. Oh my god. And also, since nobody played anything, I don't know where to play my parts at. That is such garbage. Oh, by the way, I mentioned it earlier. I have not played PvP in a week. Well, I played yesterday for the other video you guys saw. So I am in silver rankings right now. So that's part of the reason too why it's a little unpredictable to know what's happening here. I don't know where people are playing anything. So you know what? I'm not playing anything this turn either. I need to see what's happening. That's part of it too. If I rank up higher, I'll see more stuff. That doesn't mean I can't run into meta decks. I ran into some crazy decks yesterday though. I ran into a focus deck with what is it, number 21 or whatever. And those monsters all had like 5,000 attack. It was insanity. Is this guy? I feel like this guy's playing Exodia or something. All these normal monsters, but he would have played Exodia. He has an ace in his hand still. I don't know what that guy's doing. The Biolice guy, or Billos. I don't know. Okay, well let's see what let's consider what he drew. He might have Monster Reborn. No. He only has the ace in his hand. That means he picked up Ring of Destruction. Or Mirror Force. Okay, that's interesting. What does this guy's deck do? Like, I don't understand his deck. Like, what is all those normal monsters? The only deck that plays monsters like that is Exodia. This is so funny. I have no idea what's happening here. I almost want to cut this game out because this game feels like bullshit. Sorry about that. Sorry. I let that one slip. It feels like BS, excuse me. I kind of want to cut this game out. Speed Warrior not moving very fast without his hyperspeed. He did have Ring of Destruction. And he put it there? Okay, I guess. Alright. Thanks for the burn damage, buddy. Reinforcements. All of his monsters gaining attack. Okay. A bunch of lobies out there. Bye, Hedgehog. I'm so confused. Like, is he running like a... I don't know. I have no idea. What is his ace going to be? Is his ace also going to be a normal monster? Is this guy brand new? He's got to be brand new. Select one card to discard. Wow, I've never had this actually happen to me. I've never actually hit the card limit. I've never seen that. Okay. This is the game of firsts, man. I've never seen somebody get the card that easy, and I've never, what's it called? See, I could just easily play my Red Eyes. And I've never discarded something either. It's such a weird game, man. I'll just steal the LP there, I guess. Whatever. I would very much like for somebody to play their ace monster, but I guess I can't really be too concerned about that. I have to start playing stuff. Nice, something else came down this lane. The Celtic Guardian X have an effect. Ooh, a blue eyes. That's very nice. That's what I want to see. I want to see stuff like that pop up so I can drop red eyes. Okay, so the problem with putting it on a monster in a lane like that, like I said earlier, is I can't control. Like for red eye, for example, it's gonna enter combat right now. I can't control what's happening. If I put it on Celtic Guardian though, I can. But the problem is this dude has his ace in his hand, right? And there you see my issues with this deck. But that's very nice though. Dropping it to everybody in the lane, though, is pretty nice. That's very nice. So for sure what's gonna happen here, by the way, next turn he's gonna tribute these monsters. I'm pretty sure he's gonna tribute these monsters. Ooh. Blue Eyes popped the Performa Pal. I forgot about that. I could drop it on Blue Eyes. I think he's gonna tribute these monsters and play like something to defend against the Blue Eyes though. Okay, thanks for my life points. I destroyed his White Dragon Head before he could even take any burn damage. Another thing I don't love about playing monsters in attack mode that have the Ignite skill. So somebody's going to take 200 here. I'm in first, all because of the LP gain card. The machine I had. I'm going to play Red Eyes on Blue Eyes. The problem with Blue Eyes is he's already halfway down the lane. And I have no way to slow him further to be immobile. And like I said, is it still? No, I think it's still too early. I'm pretty sure it's still too early. I really want to, but I'm pretty sure it's still too early.
Keep your eye on that lane. It's just one monster.
I need those guys to take some damage. Mazakinator and Rupert. Pretty sure it's still too early. I'm not going to do anything with the Celtic Guardian. I really think he's just going to tribute that thing. Yeah, I'm going to end. He didn't tribute it. Are you serious? He doesn't care about the Blue Eyes? You must have a great trap card there. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. If I thought he wouldn't play something, I would have got rid. Oh my god. That's so annoying. Oh man. This is what I was talking about when I said the games are unpredictable. You can't know what people are doing. My alarm's going off. You can't know. Stop defense on not on me. Okay. I'm surprised he didn't choose me for that. He would have got a direct hit. You know, though, to be fair, one thing I didn't consider is that he might not have been able to tribute if he top decked the stop defense. I assumed he would have two monsters. That's probably the issue. I assumed he would have two monsters and he clearly didn't. Okay. Ooh, boy. That 3,000 looking nice. Well, BioLife's going to take another 200 here. Billos. So he's been whittled down so much that he's in position to just lose here. The question for me is what play do I want to make? I never even dropped Red Eyes. I think I'm going to play Red Eyes on Mazik dudes. I don't know. That guy. To make sure that he takes some burn damage here. Just to ensure that I at least get second while Rupert wins. That's fine. Oh, you're gonna drop. He's gonna get Ignite on both of his monsters on the side here from Red Eyes. I just have to choose the right monster here, but this should be the final turn. No, maybe not, because Blue Eyes is getting defended, actually. I could put it on Celtic Guardian and force the loss. I think I'm going to do that. I can't. The reason why is because that Sparkman is making his way down the center. That's the only reason why. I wanted to do it, but that Sparkman making his way down. No, I could have. I could have just enemy controller the damn Sparkman. Okay, you know what? I'm going to enemy controller this Speed Warrior or Top Runner. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. That's fine. I'll make the match end. That's fine. Same deal, same outcome for me. I still get exactly what I wanted, so that's fine. And hopefully this X-Head Cannon can't destroy their shield and sword. Interesting. Damn it, of course. Of course. The one monster I drop it on gets destroyed. Cute. Why did you even bother to do that? You didn't need to. I should have put it on this guy. I kind of panicked, to be honest, when I put it down because I was running out of time. I should have put it on this X-Head Cannon on my lane. But it's okay because his monsters still have, he's still going to lose 200. That's all I really needed. Okay. Yeah, that's all I needed. I just needed him to lose something. And not hit me directly. Blue Eyes is going to hit. Ooh, that works. So Sparkman's going to try to hit, but he can't. He's at 0 already. Okay, so that was a very unpredictable, weird match. But we got one of the top outcomes, which is second. Now, if I didn't play that trap card to gain LP, I would have got third here. Because I never got a direct hit. I would have been at 4,000. So you see what I'm saying? Maybe I played differently, though, to be honest, right? We would have tied for third, right? Maybe I played differently, but that was very valuable and very helpful. And here's the next match, and hopefully this one is, the last one wasn't terrible, but hopefully this one's a little better. Okay. Man, I keep drawing this Blue Eyes. I think I got to take Blue Eyes out. I think I got to take Blue Eyes out. Because I don't want to have him at this stage because he's just a dead card. And I don't want to tribute 2 monsters in most cases. That's why Dark Resonator is in my deck. I think I've got to take Blue Eyes out. Anyways, it's not anything I really like playing here. But, you know, since Gearfried is stronger, I will play Gearfried down the center, which would drop a Ignite on Suelo. If he plays anything anyway, we'll see what happens. Can I have a match like the Hedgehog last time? Of course not. Of course not. Oh, 2 super speeds. Are they gonna fight? Are they both? Wait. Oh, that's another Gearfried. Great. So I assume the White Dragon has the super speed, so he's gonna get the card. Unless, obviously, somebody has a enemy controller they might want to use. I don't want to use it. Oh, I have Ignite that I just couldn't drop. That's cute. I don't want to use mine. Simply because, is this a Gearfried without the... Dude, what is happening today? I gotta get out of silver, dude. I'm sorry. I gotta get out of silver. I didn't have this happen yesterday, but I am having it today. And before, that's the same guy. Okay, what's happening here? Lose attack. Oh, that's good. That's very, very, very good. I wasn't going to do this because I was concerned. It's still good because I'd be at 100 over you. I was concerned, or 200. I was concerned that I would just clash and nobody would win this card. So I'm gonna wait until the last minute. He laughed. He won't be laughing in a second. Let's wait until the last couple seconds to see what happens. Show the laugh emote again. Show the laugh emote again. Show the laugh emote again. No? He really dropped the laugh emo for nothing. Oh man. Okay, Mirror Force. That's actually pretty solid. Ring of Destruction and Mirror Force are really good with this deck. Although Ring of Destruction, you don't want it to destroy the monster you have the effect on, right? I hate when my monster's out there like that, like your free days with like 200 attack, and they're just gonna get popped by a defense monster and then switch to attack. I hate that so much. I'll play Alligator Sword down the center. I also really don't like playing monsters down the center, contrary to popular belief apparently. Just because monsters going down the center lane means they're in the cross with everybody. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said, because that's the only real play to do. Well, I mean, it's not the only play, but it's the best play. It's a free destroy and then switch to attack and then come down. But I'm going to drop this Ignite on it, so he's going to start taking some damage. It was a shame I couldn't get that last turn. That would have been really nice. It is, however, going to be too strong for Alligator Sword. Do I let him make it all the way across? And then use that as an enchanted Hovelin? I might do that. Because then I have options with Link Karibo and Mirror Force. Wait, what? What's happening here? Oh, okay. Yeah, I have options. I might let him, because he's going to go to attack, and his Golem's going to make its way down to 2,000 attack. That's a lot for me to gain, potentially. And he just used Shield and Sword? Yeah, so Link Karibo. Oh, it doesn't have, it has the Immobile on. Not the freaking special skill. Oh, that really changes things. Ironically, the Immobile is better for my deck, but for this exact instance, the special skill would be better. That's unfortunate. That means I'll probably send Alligator Sword down in attack mode now. I wasn't going to. No, I won't, because I don't have to. He has to switch to attack. He'll go down. He'll meet center. He might even get destroyed in center first before he makes it down. Let's drop the Secret Barrel in the center, because he's going to make his way down the center lane, like I just said. Unless he tributes it. That's a different story. But I'm still going to drop Secret Barrel down the center lane, just because it looks like people are more inclined to play monsters down this lane in this match. I have nothing else to play. Like I said, the Blue Eyes is just dead. I think I'm going to drop Blue Eyes. I would very much like to have a way to drop Red Eyes when I want. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to switch Alligator Sword down to attack mode. Yeah, he tributed it, like I said. Okay, so again, like I was saying in the last match, it's not ideal to play that on a monster out of my control, right? However, another thing, a perk of Red Eyes, and I'm sorry it's 30 minutes in, a perk of Red Eyes is the fact that he makes people feel pressured to drop their tributes faster, right? That wasn't even Red Eyes. It's just the fact that people are going to start taking passive damage like that. You feel inclined, like you have to do these things, these big resounding plays like that type of tribute sooner than later. Two of these dudes are just chilling in defense mode. It's unfortunate the one guy I would like to attack is going to get blocked here. I mean, assuming he can get blocked. I don't know if this guy has anything to block him with. Oh, a Baby Dragon draw is really good. Baby Dragon is really good to draw right now. Let's play him in defense. And that'll give me another turn to see what happens before I finally make a play for Red Eyes. What's happening here? Yeah, like I said. Oh my god, Red Dragon, are you kidding me? It's got to be the worst possible thing to pop up. It's going to be it's the literal worst possible monster to play. It's the only monster in the game, probably, that is that bad of a card to play for me. Oh, he has Intimidate. Let's go. Dude, I'm like, are you kidding me? That is the worst possible monster to play against, because he just pops all my defenders. Yeah, silver coming in handy. Dude, if I was in gold or higher, he would have had the skill. And these two would have been destroyed right now. So coming in handy playing low ranks. Again, I'm sorry if you only care about high ranks. I haven't had the time to play. So he's going to take a lot of damage here. He's going to take 900. I wish someone else would meet him down the center, though. It's unfortunately not going to happen. So far I've gotten 2 players to take some damage. That's the peak scenario. I think it might be time to finally play my red eyes. That red dragon, it might get destroyed, but if not, he'll still take another 200. Can he even defend against the blue eyes? Why would he play this that way? Why wouldn't he drop red dragon and just clash with blue eyes? I seriously wonder if he can even defend. So since I don't know if he can defend, I have to play red eyes here and hope that Yugioh here plays something so I can make him take damage. Because that blue eyes may very well, it's still 100 off. I guess I technically don't have to. Okay, let's go to attack mode. It's unfortunate that I don't have more in my well, wait a minute. Oh my god, it wasn't working! I was trying to play both tributes so I could play blue eyes to destroy a monster and force the turn to end. I just didn't have enough time. I was gonna destroy a monster in front of a defense. Oh my god, dude. I didn't have enough time. Because I was like, wait a minute, this actually works. That sucks so bad. That sucks so bad. I did not have the time. Okay, well, here's an option. Since he's defending with the Vice Dragon. No, but I need this guy to take damage. Oh my god, that was dumb. Should have put it on his stupid alligator on the side. Oh. Thank you for saving me, bro. Oh my god, thank you for saving me. Oh my god. That's what I was saying though. Even the slightest of misplays, the slightest misplay screws you over with this deck. The slightest misplay. All of a sudden, I'm in first. And I haven't gained any life points. I'm still at 4,000. That's what I was saying, dude. The slightest misplay costs you this game. I'm assuming he's going to keep the pressure on. And this time I will drop my blue eyes. And I'm going to probably destroy whatever gets played in front of red eyes. Yeah. Thank you for that shield and sword. Dude, the slightest misplay costs you the game. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts. That Zubaba Knight is not doing anything. He's gone. I like how he switched the Vice Dragon to attack mode. He's going to take the burn damage. And then I'm going to get a direct hit. That's perfect. That's beautiful. This guy thought he would be able to destroy my baby dragon with a weak monster. What was my other card I set like turn 1? Oh, Enchanted Javelin? Okay. All of a sudden, blue eyes and red eyes working in nice synergy here. Love to see it. Okay. So he's automatically losing next turn. Well, unless he tributes the monster, I guess, right? Extra draw. This has been a long duel if I'm getting the extra draw. Let's end the turn. Whatever. Now we'll end. Nothing really matters here, but because the Yugioh guy is going to lose. Because the extra burn is just too much. Like, he could defend here. He has to find a way to defend and tribute, which he actually can do. But what's happening on that far lane? There's a 1,000 attack monster there. I don't think he can I don't think he can do all these things at once. I mean, he's got 4 cards, so maybe. He's got to tribute the Vice Dragon. Use whatever he uses to either destroy or something, deal with my red eyes. Then he's got to deal with that other lane. I just don't know if he has enough. Let's see. He did not tribute, so that means he loses. What was the ace card? Why didn't he play it? Yeah, he just loses at the end of this turn then. Okay, that's fair. Well, we won, so happy about that. We got first somehow because we got a direct hit. To be fair, like I said, I burned everybody. Even if they take just 200 like this Suelo guy did, then that's enough. That's enough because it allows for me, assuming I don't get hit anyway, it allows for me to stay in a position to win. So I'll just end. The burn's just going to take him away at the end of the turn. These attacks don't have to go through. He needed to get that Vice Dragon off the board.
It's like you enjoy suffering.
And all right, the game's over. Let's play the next one.
Duel.
Okay. Will this be the game where I get the secret barrel to work in the center on everybody? Maybe. That'd be nice. I mean, you don't have to play in the center. Like, obviously, you can be more strategic about it, but I really want to see it pop off on everybody in the center because that would immediately put me in first. Obviously, notwithstanding any changes that happen. I'll drop Alligator Sword here. So Alligator Sword, V Tiger Jet, W Wing Catapult. These monsters are just kind of okay because, especially because their stats aren't that high. 13 and 1500, 1200 defense on Alligator. The V Tiger I think has 16 and 18, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. You would prefer for it to be 18 and 16. But yeah, they're kind of iffy. Just especially early game, they're kind of iffy. Oh, is that Z Metal tank deck? Is that Cohesion Z Metal? Please tell me it's Cohesion so I can just shut him down. I'll do it turn 2. I will do it. No, he has his ace in his hand. It's not. Well, it could be a Cohesion, but it's not going to be. Okay, it's Inventor. Oh, he's playing an Inventor deck. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun. Okay. Okay. It's a 7 roads deck. Okay, that's fun. Dude, this is the turn I get it. Yes, assuming nobody gets their positions changed. This is the turn I get the center secret barrel on everybody. That's perfect. Wow, he dropped 3 inventors turn 1. My goodness. How many does 7 roads need? 4? It's 4, right? He dropped 3 of them turn 1. Yeah. If the skill, so after that, any other monster that gains in that he plays with inventor starts what? Getting the extra effect? Yeah, 1 additional skill. That's pretty crazy. He dropped 3 turn 1. That's really crazy. Also, like, kind of risky. I personally don't want to play 3. I never play 3 monsters turn 1, even if I literally could here. Even if I can with different decks, I'm not doing it. Because I need to know, like, I feel like if you go too early, you go all in too early, you get burned more often than not, right? Yes. Oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. That was an interesting play. That center was just deadly. Okay, well, King Demons is... Wait a minute. That center was deadly. This game is going to be a good one. I can tell. We got some good players for this one. That center was terrible. Oh my goodness. That is too funny. Oh, we got attack supplement. Are you serious? Oh, at the end of the battle phase. Okay. Well, Gearfried can defend naturally. Ironically. That is so funny to me. How that happened that way. Okay, so this King Demons guy has a monster coming his way. I will play my Archfiend, actually. Yeah. Aha. Okay. Another Z-Metal tank. However, it's not a it could have it, but it's not. Yeah, it has cohesion, but it's not the ace monster one. I don't care about the non-ace monster ones because they don't have 2 cohesions and they don't have the immunity. That's the one I need to see because that means that they're not playing another ace. He still has an ace in his hand he could distribute. Assuming the ace isn't a random, like, you know, less than 5-star monster. Okay. That's kind of worthless. The Ignite's kind of worthless there because it's not doing anything. I don't appreciate him playing a monster, though, that's going to be, you know, because next turn it'll be strong enough, assuming he plays another card, to just defend against my Archfiend, which he will do, and then he'll just flip to attack. I don't love that. It would get the curse, but it's not very long. It's only for 1 turn. It'd be good if I could drop Red Eyes, though. I'm not using Shield and Sword, so we're good. Minus where? Interesting. Okay. The annoying thing about this is I'm not beating that golem. Wait a minute. I might. No, it would just be a clash again. Alligator Sword can't beat that golem. I could Shield and Sword this Archfiend, but the Archfiend's gonna lose it, and the right guy's gonna wind up getting this card. Notwithstanding whatever traps face down. There's no point in using Shield and Sword here. It's hilarious. I have 2 Z-Metal tanks coming my way, but they're not even the ones I really care about. But I do care about the ones that are here, though, because they're in my lanes. But they're not the ones that I want to, like, you know, go all in on. This is the most aggressive I've played so far, though. I should have left Alligator Sword in defense mode. I should have left Alligator Sword. So Gearfried will be fine. Goodbye, Z-Metal. I don't want to engage too much with the Biancolo guy, simply because he now has another card in his arsenal. A powerful card, obviously. I don't know what he got. That's the most annoying thing about that, is that they don't tell everybody who it is. And I get why they don't tell everybody what card it is, obviously. But it would be really nice if they did. Wow, this left guy here is getting aggressively played by Nikomo. He's getting really aggressively attacked. But Hovelin's useless right now. Like, it's actually pretty useless. No monsters are coming your way, but stay. Because what's gonna happen is the Z-Metal is gonna probably flip to attack. I feel like if I don't play Red Eyes now, there will not be a better chance. Yeah, I called it. Z-Metal flip to attack, like I said. That's why I considered leaving my Archfiend, but I pulled him out of there to make the Z-Metal make its way down the lane. Okay. He played that Archfiend in attack, but that's not doing anything for him. This guy loses this turn, I'm pretty sure. So, whatever. Because I would just guarantee myself second. Once again. Z-Metal's not even making it halfway down the lane. It's not getting destroyed at this turn either. He's got 2 monsters that are going to be in combat in 2 lanes. Z-Metal's going to make its way down. I didn't intend to aggressively play this guy, but that's just how this match has gone. So, that's okay. Do I Shield and Sword here to help somebody out? You know what? I will. was the wrong monster, by the way. I meant to do the knight in the center. I clicked the wrong one, but it's the same result. The match ends here. Actually, it might be better that I did it that way anyway, so Biancolo can't get a direct hit. So funny. It's actually really crazy. This guy just say thank you? Did he just say thank you there? I think he did. I looked away for like a split second. Okay, Aqua Chorus. That. And that's game. The Round Clouder is going to hit. Oh, he will get a direct hit of 100. Oh. Oh, 100. And that's game. I did not intend to gang up on one player, but it just kind of happened. Red Eyes was largely useless in this match because I didn't need him for anything in particular. This was a solid game, especially that first turn. But I didn't need Red Eyes for this duel. Like this, I could have done this with any deck. But you know what I will say is the only reason I got second once again, because I didn't get any LP back. I started and ended this game at 4,000. The only reason I got second is because I did have those ignites in my deck on the other two players. That's the only reason why. So I'm going to conclude here. This wound up being another long video. And my sentiments are still the same for Red Eyes. I think the Red Eyes deck needs cards I don't have, first and foremost. And secondly, it's very sketchy to play, if you want to say that, just because you don't know what's happening. It's unpredictable who your verse is and what they're gonna do and what outcomes you'll have and when you can even play your Red Eyes. You can play your Red Eyes very early or very late depending on what your verse is, and if you will even get the other cards you need. Like I never drew Trap Hole like a single time today. I don't think the cards like that could be very helpful for me in my right strategy. And then also depending on what lane they're playing the monster in that you're dropping the effects on. So like Red Eyes has crazy effects, but there are a lot of drawbacks and stipulations on him. So I don't think he'll succeed in this format, unfortunately. And then he also doesn't succeed in raid because raids are whatever. He'll be good in event and PvE content, but like in PvP, four-way PvP, I don't think he'll be great. I don't think he can't. It's just the real deck he'll be great against is Z-Metal tank decks. That's the real deck he's good against. And unfortunately, I never came across one. If I were to rank up higher into gold and whatnot, then I would see one. But that's the deck he's good against. Because those Z-Metal tank decks are designed in a certain way that they're never tributing that thing because it's their win condition. They're going to let it sit there for forever. It can't really be destroyed, so putting an effect on it to slow it down and also give it burn damage every single turn heightens the urgency. Like I said a couple of duels ago, an effect of having those burn effects, whether it's Ignite or Blaze or Red Eyes or Baby Dragon or whoever, is that people feel like they need to tribute that monster sooner than later because you're not getting it off the board unless you basically have a tribute effect. So it is what it is. I like Red Eyes though, I do. But it's just kind of iffy, it's sketchy. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Like I said, check out the other video if you want to see some more gameplay. That'll be on the screen right now, actually. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you all next time.